As you can see, I'm in Google now, and I've conducted a search in my Google bar for Boston Seafood Restaurant, and I have nearly 4 million search results. Now, don't go crazy here. There are not 4 million seafood restaurants in Boston. Remember, it's not necessarily your website getting ranked higher in Google. Google treats every page of your website as its own separate entity. So it's possible to have multiple pages from your website be ranked in Google. So your homepage might be ranked high, your blog page would be ranked high, maybe your About Us page or an article page. So it's very possible to have more than one page ranked high in Google, and that's what you want to have. All right, let's review our results. Again, at the top here is listed our Google Plus local as the Atlantic Fish Company, Yankee Lobster, and the Island Creek Oyster Bar. If I go down a little bit more, this is where some of the competition really comes into play here, because review websites tend to rank high on different types of restaurants. So we have Yelp, TripAdvisor, Boston Globe. This is the Boston Globe. Boston.com is ranked high. Some other review websites. And now we're getting into Zagat, Boston Magazine, Zagat, and so forth and so on. So not too many restaurants were ranked in the first page. So let's go to page 2. All right, now we're getting into some other areas here as far as other review websites that don't rank as well. So that's going to be our main competition, is trying to beat these review websites. And if we go down here a little bit further, here's Atlantic Fish, and the one at the bottom is summershackrestaurant.com, and that's the website that we're going to help out. All right, now one of the things that Summer Shack has done with their website, they've got lots of pictures, which is good. And if we go down a little bit further, they've kind of tied in pictures that they've posted on their Facebook page into their website. So this is a feed that's coming from Facebook, and if I click, it will take me to their Facebook page. Again, view on Facebook. And this is fine as far as bringing in some pictures, especially pictures that might have been created by fans of your restaurant. The only downside to this is you've really got to update your Facebook page a lot. Notice here, this particular post in Facebook that's bringing the picture into the Summer Shack's website is 2 weeks old. That's not frequent enough. It needs to be almost, if not every single day. Okay? Then we go to 2 months ago, and that's it. There might be more down from here, but I think if you're bringing all of this section here is coming from Facebook, and you have one thing that's 2 months old and one thing that's 2 weeks old, and for me, that's not good enough. That's not going to get Google's attention, I don't think. So not real good. Over here on the side, they do have an About Us section, and this is kind of nice. They do mention Boston here and Cambridge, and they mention the name of a chef, and they talk about some of their locations. And then down here in the bottom, they have all 4 locations. So this is good. Addresses and telephone numbers. Awesome. That looks great. I notice here they do need to update their copyright to 2015. So that would be nice. And okay, so let's explore a little bit more. They've got locations and menus. They do different functions, gift cards, reservations, little contact us. Okay, so, not too bad. They probably could use maybe a little bit more content, I think, on the home page. That's where I think they're really, lacking. And I don't see here anywhere on their homepage, like I didn't see anything like a blog, which that also would have been good, but maybe not do or die. They do have icons at the top, so you could go to their Facebook page, you can go to Twitter, you can go to their YouTube page, and you can go to Pinterest. So these are good too. All right, let's back up a little bit. And since there's so much competition with all these review websites, you might be better served if you are trying to get your website ranked higher, but you're battling all these review websites. Then the best way to beat them is to join them. So let's go into Yelp, which is ranked number 1 for our targeted keyword Boston Seafood Restaurant. And let's see where the Summer Shack is in Yelp. So let's go into here. And we're going to see all kinds of, places divided by neighborhoods. And, we've got, you can sort by prices, so forth and so on. Okay, cool. All right, let's go search for more seafood. And we'll just keep going down. These first 2 in Yelp are ads, so Neptune Oyster is number 1. There's our Atlantic Fish Company, number 4. We don't see our guy yet. Let's go down a little bit more. He's not in the top 10. So let's go to the second page. We'll scroll down fast so we can find him. Nope. He's not in the top 20. Third page, here he is, the Summer Shack. Has 405 reviews. Now, reviews in Yelp do not automatically mean that the restaurant that has the most reviews is going to be ranked higher, because the one that's ranked above Summer Shack has 114. So there's lots of factors here. So let's go in and take a look at their Yelp review. Again, they were like number 22 or number 23. All right, so they've got their location information. This is when they're open, and here's all their reviews. Now, a couple of things here that really make the difference in Yelp is you want to include your hours, which they did, and then more business information. The more you can put in this section as a restaurant, the better. So the more you can put here, the better it is. And even if you have to put no next to some things, like do you have Wi-Fi? No. Is it good for kids? Yes or no. Do you have a pool table? So all these things just lets the customer know what's available there and what's not available there. Now, for a restaurant, when you do a Yelp profile, and no matter what kind of business you are, if you're a restaurant, it will say, do you have a menu? And if you say yes, then you have the opportunity to put your menu here. And that's good for customers too, because they can see what you offer at your restaurant and maybe get a range of pricing. So when I click on the menu link here, this is bad. 404 means page is not found. So they've got a bad broken link here where the menu page has been moved or renamed, and this is something that the Summer Shack is going to need to fix, because that little guy right there, that broken link, is probably hurting them quite a bit. The other thing that you can do in Yelp and in other review websites is a lot of times they will allow the business the opportunity to write a little summary about themselves. Yelp allows you up to 3,000 characters, and this is from the business. And what it does is they'll just take like the first 25 words or so, and they'll put it here, and then you can click learn more about to read the full summary. Now, what the Summer Shack did is they went ahead and stuffed this section with all different types of foods. But since it's so location based, what they really need to do is, first of all, here tell us what cities they are in, and don't worry about stuffing it with, hot dogs until later on. Location, location, location is the most important thing to a business that's looking for local customers. Let's look at learn more about. Now, they've done a good job here of writing more about their particular restaurant. And we see Cambridge, and I see Boston, and so here we go, some others. And they have a little history section, which is nice, and a little section about meeting the owner. So overall, a pretty nice job here. But remember, what Yelp does is they just take the first few words and they put that is what's seen on the main page. So if you could put your location in here first and pushed everything else down, Summer Shacks are located in Cambridge, Boston, so forth and so on. That way you get more opportunity to list your location right on the main page of Yelp. So a few things here on the Yelp side, what I would really think would help them move up in Yelp, and in turn, because Yelp is ranked number 1, it would be nice if you're on that first page of Yelp. I think they're really going to have to do a lot of work with their website in order to get that website moved up from like number 22 up to the top 10. I would probably readjust that Facebook feed a little bit more and really put some better content on that home page that really focuses on the locations of the restaurant and what you serve and why should I come there. And again, a blog helps in that matter a lot. Okay, let's go on to the next lecture and we'll kind of summarize all of the things that we found out about this particular restaurant and how to make it better.